as a weakness, you know. But they just had to learn the hard way.
Oh, and he got that kill tech. Oh yeah, y'all better stop playing with YC. YC gonna get on your ass. No cap. And he beat the body. Sheesh. John Wick, you feel me?
Was exposed to that street life mad early. He ain't sugarcoated. He straight up said, I seen the strap when I was young. Now imagine that, being a Lil man and seeing straps all over St. Louis.
Damn.
But it didn't stop there. Lil Wick wasn't just seeing straps, he was holding them too. And he had
back with another video. Y'all already know what it is. You already know doing from no super long intro, bro. Today we're gonna be talking about this white gangster rapper out of St. Louis, bro. I heard that boy done got like 4 or 5 bodies, no cap. And he beating the cases. I ain't never heard no shit like that. So we finna check it out. So y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's hop right into the video.
Ever, or was that in the shit?
I mean, I feel like looked at me being white as a weakness, but it ain't never really been no weakness. But yeah, I feel like it was looked at as a weakness, you know. I mean,
that's a YC. Young cracker.
For real. It really came from more me going outside and doing shit, you know. Motherfuckers just started jumping people and shit like that. Like, it went from fighting to jumping to, you know, going getting their own guns and shit. I'm looking back. He pull up on me like, you looking at, ooh, what you looking at?
Oh!
He instantly up burn on me like, all that. I'm like, I ain't on shit. You know, I'm with some kids and shit. I ain't on shit. I'm not, you know, I ain't trying to make shit happen, you know. Yeah.
Tight.
I'm like, all that.
So how far away do you think he was when you hit him? Like, pretty far away, or was it kind of close up?
I mean...
Oh, so he beat the body and the case.
Close.
Hey, yo, squad, what's the drill? Back with another video,
young
man.
cracker.
And that boy CTS Lil Wick just might be one of the realest coming out of St. Louis if you let certain people tell it. From beating a homie case to beating the beat up in the booth, this boy from the hood been making hella noise. You heard about YNs.
This what Eminem wants to be.
out here, but it might just be time to make room for them YCs in the rap game. So just who is CTS Lil Wick? Did he really catch a body and beat it? Will he have
he got that kill set.
We gonna find out. So without further ado,
I'm trying to check this out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Business. CTS Lil Wick came up in the heart of St. Louis, you feel me? Born and raised in the hood where most of the folks around him were black. It wasn't no fancy upbringing or nothing like that.
Oh, God.
This was a classic case of a white kid growing up in the trenches and inevitably becoming a product of their environment. Lil Wick's crib was kind of wild, no cap. His folks were deep into that Breaking Bad, if you catch my drift. He straight up said, my people was on that stuff.
Where were your parents in the picture? I ain't trying to really talk on my people on this interview and shit, but you know my people was on shit like that, you know?
But check it.
Damn.
He tried to paint it all bad. His parents were on that icicle, but they had some functionality.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Meth
Wick
head.
gives props to his pops, and he says that he was doing what he had to do. Bruh figured out his parents was on some ish when he was mad young. He remembers pointing at something and asking his homie, what's that? And that's when he got put on game about what really was going down at home.
Oh, he blood.
Lil Wick says the real craziness wasn't even at the crib. The streets was where everything was popping off at.
I mean, I seen a lot of crazy shit, but it really didn't come from my parents for real. It really came from more me going outside and doing shit, you know.
In St. Louis, ain't that bad though. Lil Wick made that known. Being a white youngin' in a black area taught him a lot, but it wasn't like he was the only white face around. When they asked him about it, he basically said that it wasn't abnormal for him to be in the area, but he did stand out.
Oh God.
Not for real, no. Because it was still white people in the area too. It wasn't, you know.
Straight Negroes.
It wasn't that unnormal for me to be in the area.
Now about the challenges of being a YC. Lil Wick kept it 100. He said, I feel like they looked at me being white as a weakness. But check this, he wasn't about to let that slide. He straight up said, but it ain't never really been no weakness. And dude had to prove himself, you know.
I ain't gonna lie, gangsta ain't got no color, bruh. Shit. If you gangster, you gangster. That shit in your veins on my mama.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say it really wasn't straight. It was more like it was never a weakness because I was never weak. It didn't make me weak, but it made me.
When it come to navigating that, Lil Wick didn't go too deep in the details, but he did drop this gem. They had to learn the hard way. So you know homie wasn't playing. He had to show folks he wasn't no pushover just because he was white.
Oh, bro.
Like, looked at me being white as a weakness, but it ain't never really been a weakness. But yeah, I feel like it was looked at as a weakness, you know. But they just had to learn the hard way.
Oh, and he got that kill tech. Oh yeah, y'all better stop playing with YC. YC gonna get on your ass. No cap. And he beat the body. Sheesh. John Wick, you feel me?
Was exposed to that street life mad early. He ain't sugarcoated. He straight up said, I seen the strap when I was young. Now imagine that, being a Lil man and seeing straps all over St. Louis.
Damn.
But it didn't stop there. Lil Wick wasn't just seeing straps, he was holding them too. And he admitted to getting a hold of them very early on. Now here's where things get wild.
This was Slim
Lil
Jesus
Wick
wanted to
broke
be.
down how the streets evolved. He said, when we was in school, everybody started jumping people and stuff like that. So it went from one-on-one fights to group beatdowns, but that was just the beginning. The real switch up came a few years later.
When them switches
That's when, in
came.
Lil Wick's words, everything got serious. It went from fighting to straps and all that. So in just a few years, it went from fists to firearms. That's a heavy transition for a young teen.
Everybody started playing with guns and shit.
The young cracker.
Everything got serious. When they ever like fighting it.
Kobe.
That's like when you jumped off the porch or some shit like that.
One thing Lil Wick made clear is that he was always running with an older crowd. He said, I was always hanging out with people older than me. Now, he didn't straight up say this influenced him getting into the street life, but you could read between the lines.
Come on now.
Bringing this shit to school or walking around the neighborhood with this.
It really wasn't usually kids my age I grew up with. My older than me. I was hanging out with my older than me. I was always with an older crowd.
Lil Wick also dropped some knowledge about how easy it is for younger folks to get straps nowadays. And he talking about fully automatic switches on them things,
Oh, bro.
which is some serious hardware. He repped his hood hard, calling it CTS. He told Tommy G, this is where I jumped off the porch at. This is where I did a lot of ish at.
I lost people over here. Shit. This the hood right here, this CTS. This where all this shit started. Bro, them locked up and shit. So
The consequences? Man, Wick faced some serious heat. Lil Wick didn't just wake up one day and start spitting bars. Nah, this was in his blood from day one.
I ain't gonna lie, I always thought like I should be a rapper. I know I turn up on their ass. I never did it. I never did it. My brother Red Houdini got me rapping. He the one, he the one got me in the stoop, pushed me to do that,
Growing up in them St. Louis streets, hip-hop was probably bumping on every corner.
No
That's
cap.
the kind of environment that breeds rappers. Now, Wick ain't just rapping about some fake-ish either. Everything he's been through, all that street life, that's what's feeding his lyrics. He's taking all of the wild experiences and putting them on wax. That's why his music kinda hitting different right now. Wick started making noise in the local scene with his raw style. He wasn't just
Well,
trying
that
to
boy's got them
sugarcoat that.
choppers.
His tracks were straight from the heart of the streets and people felt it.
everybody else think about him, bro. That man got the biggest voice. You know what I'm saying?
But check it, his real breakout moment was when he dropped Smash with T4. That joint blew up, racking up over 1.7 views. That's when folks outside of St. Louis started paying attention.
Might gotta go
Lil
tap
Wick just
in.
ain't a random white dude trying to rap. Nah, he lived every bar he spits, from the streets to the studio. He's bringing that real St. Louis flavor to the game.
Wow,
People
wow.
are starting to take notice. He's proven that authenticity still matters in hip-hop, and he's riding that wave all the way up. So check it. St. Louis been wilding out. In just 23 days, they had nearly 30 bodies dropped.
Damn! 30 bodies in 23 days? According to my calculations, beep, 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 that's like 1.5 bodies a day. Fuck.
In the streets. Now on August 26, 2022, around 2:15 in the afternoon, something went down on Nebraska Avenue. CTS Lil Wick, government named Michael Henderson, was riding out with his motorcycle when he allegedly got into it with a 42-year-old dude named Joseph Shaw.
Damn!
Rolling around in a white Jeep.
Dude, buck a U-turn. He start following us and shit. I'm looking back. He pull up. I'm like, he looking at, ooh.
Oh!
Looking at him. He instantly upburn on me, like, all that. I'm like, I ain't on shit. I'm with some kids and shit. I ain't on shit. I'm not, I ain't trying
That's
to make
goofy
shit
as
happen,
hell.
Yeah. I'm like, I ain't on shit. He uplick. I'm like, fuck all that. Boom, I speed off. He get to smacking at me. I get to smacking back at him, shit. What happened, shit.
People in the hood said that they heard like 30 shots pop off.
Hey, that's
Straight up
self-defense.
shootout between the bike and the Jeep.
You gonna beat
When the
that
cops
body.
rolled up, they found Shaw's Jeep all wrecked and Shaw laid out. He was DOA.
On August 26, 2022, St. Louis police responded to reports about a... When police arrived on the scene, they discovered a wrecked white Jeep and a man injured. He was pronounced deceased.
Now here's where it gets wild. The surveillance footage showed Lil Wick and Shaw's Jeep side by side. Then Lil Wick pulled ahead, reached back with his left hand, and boom, and it was over.
Damn! He on some John Wick, bro. He killed the man while riding on the bike, bro. Nah, that's crazy work. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never heard of no shit like that.
So how far away do you think he was when you hit him? Like, pretty far away, or was it kind of close up?
I mean, it was kind of far. It wasn't that close.
Oh, so he smacked him.
It was probably, you probably would think it was close. I think it was kind of far. It was probably like a car length away.
Right.
Well, that's not that
Everything
far.
went crazy. Lil Wick lost control of his bike and bounced while Shaw's Jeep spun out. The cops didn't catch Lil Wick right away. They had to track down the bike owner, then they got Lil Wick's name and number. They checked his cell data and saw he was in the area around the time that everything went down. It took them
Damn.
until October 11th to finally grab Lil Wick. They threw him in the pen with no bond, hit him with first-degree homie and all that. When Lil Wick was locked up, that joint was straight trash. He said they was treating us wrong in there. Homie was stuck in the cell 23 hours deep, only getting out for 1 hour if he was lucky. Like he said, 9 times out of 10, we probably didn't even get out.
Treat nothing wrong in that motherfucker. Shit. St. Louis City Justice Center, a month. They had us locked down like countless days and shit.
But here's the twist. Lil Wick beat the case. He claimed self-defense, said Shaw was the one that started blasting first. The jury bought it and let him walk. This whole situation got people talking. Some say it's a win for self-defense, others disagree. Either way, Lil Wick walked out of that after beating that case. Lil Wick ain't been sitting quiet either. He been putting in work in the studio and dropping heat. First of all, he came out swinging with First Day Out about 9 months back. That joint blew up, hitting over 1 million views. And that's big numbers for somebody who just beat a serious case.
Oh, God.
Shows the streets was waiting on him to come home. Then he followed up with Problem Child, which pulled in over 250K views. Even though Wick been through all types of wild situations, he ain't trying to be nobody's role model. Matter of fact, he's straight up telling the youth to do the opposite. For all the kids out there, don't look up to us. Stay in school, keep playing your sports, and stay positive. Do what you gotta do. If you draw, you paint, rap, sing, whatever you do. That came out of his mouth. And he keeping it real by saying the streets ain't nothing. But he also real about why he's still in it. When you don't put in time in this, it ain't easy to circumvent. I'm trying to stay alive out here. I'm trying to get out the streets soon, he said.
Your circumstances like ours, I'm trying to get stay alive out here. It's survival of the fittest. I'm trying to get out the streets. As soon as I get some tape, out the streets.
For now, Wick staying focused on his music and try and make something better happen for him, his family, and his homies.
Come on, white boy.
So what do you guys think of
YC?
CTS Lil Wick? Let us know in the comments.
Hey, but that's about the end of the video, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I said, bro, don't ever think nobody not on that just because of how they look, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't gonna learn the hard way, just like folks did. His ass dead, and it ain't no justice for him. You got be careful who you want to get live with, bro. Because I'm telling you, bro, it's a lot of tough niggas in that grave. No cap. But hey, if y'all got to the video, appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, roll to 1,000 subscribers. Tap into my JungleBredClothing. Go tap into my second reaction channel over there, JBsiah 2. Whole another set of reactions. We going up on that. So man, y'all stay out of the way, get you some money. All love, JBsiah.